Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Look at this. It's on the pissing Steam summer sale, isn't it? Oh, so, well, time for me to buy some games, even though I don't need any more games. I do not need any more games. That's the last thing I need, but, you know, what can you do? This is what happens when the sales come around. You can't help it. I mean, look at this. I've got 320 games in my Steam library, and I've not even played close to half of them. But they just take hold of it. You can't. I don't know what it is. We all fall victims to the sales. You just can't turn down those bargains. God damn it, Valve, you bastards. So, gonna have to buy some games. Gonna have to buy some games because I just can't turn down a good bargain. I can't do it. What have we got? So I think this is the third day. I think it's running till yeah, July 5th. It's the Intergalactic Summer Sale. So let's have a look. It's not like it used to be. Actually, I don't think. I think it's basically just every game's basically the same price throughout the whole you know, sale, rather than, you know, they did like the daily deals and stuff. I've heard it that way because I don't know, but anyway, we still got some cheap games. So what the hell is that? A multiplayer naval FPS? No, no, thank you. Neo. I'm not got around to playing that yet. It's on the to-do list, along with like 3,000 other games. Currently stands at mixed. Why is that? You can never really trust these reviews though, because I know gamers in general are a whiny bunch, like to complain and nitpick and, you know, but the PC gamers, well, when I say that, the PC elitists are the whiniest bunch of them all. Good God. No pleasing them, is they? Usually some of the bad reviews, well, that's not even in fucking English. How's that made its way there? There you go. Go to China and kill some dragons. 11 out of 10. Do you know what I mean? That sums it up right there. What a cracking review that was. Straight to the point. You often get people complaining though because they've got a shite PC. Think they can run some of these games. Do you know what I mean? They all seem mostly positive. See, I know it's meant to be a very Souls-like game. It's also on PS4 as well, isn't it? You know, I'll probably, you know, I'll wait till it gets even cheaper. I probably can get it even cheaper on PS4. It's actually on my wish list. Wish list. Let's have a look what I got on there. Actually, it's probably the first place to check. So we got going on. Oh, is it going slow? This happens, doesn't it, sometimes during the sales, because like, everyone's on there and like the servers get overloaded. Sudden Strike 4, Disgaea 2. What the hell is that? I did not add that in there. Eternal Senia. I don't recall adding that in. What the fuck is it? Maybe I did, because it does look like some sort of RPG. It's free to play. Well, I can't have added it in because I despise free to play, even though it's overwhelmingly positive. Tales of Symphonia, £3.74. We're gonna do it, aren't we? We're gonna slap that straight in there. Well, actually, let me just have a look at the game. Oh, I've not played this in ages. This was originally, I think, a GameCube game. I have been a long time fan of the Tales series. It's fantastic. Stands at mostly positive to very positive. First time on Steam, based on the PlayStation 3 port of the original. Oh, so it's a port of a port. Does it support 4K? 60 frames per second? Most importantly, it's the frame rate I'm after. It's always nice when you can. Oh, one of my top favourite JRPGs, but this port runs terribly. Well, it can't be that bad. It's mostly positive. Again, that person could have a shit computer. So, I'm having it. I'm having Tales of Symphonia. Alright, there we go. First purchase, Tales of Symphonia. £3.74. Bargain. PC. Speaking of like RPGs, sticking with that, let's check. They got the E series. Because this is one of my all-time favourite RPG series. So criminally underrated. Check out this series if you're a fan of JRPG. This is a super old series. It goes back to, oh god, I think before I was born. Maybe 87, 88, I think. Ease 8. What's that? Why is that on mixed? Why is that? I've got it on PS4. I've just not got around to playing it yet. Oh, Does it come down to being a bad port? Yeah, good game, broken port. Okay, unfortunately that tends to happen a lot, doesn't it, with the PC ports. I think I've got the rest of them. Origin 7, 1 and 2. Beat that not too long ago. It's a remake. It's confusing because they've remade and re-released the games so many different times. It's hard to keep up. Yeah, I think I pretty much got the whole series. Well, what's available on. Oh, Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky. I have that on PSP. Haven't got around to playing it yet, but it's one of the series I plan on getting into next. I've always heard very good things about the Legend of Heroes. Again, that's a very old series. Goes back to possibly late 80s, early 90s. But yeah, I've been meaning to get into that for a while. Right, let's have a look at. There we go. I don't need these, but let's just have a look. Right, that's the best deal you're going to get. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Game of the Year Edition, $13.99. That's the best $13.99 you'll ever spend on a video game, because that game is a fucking masterpiece. And go get yourself Blood and Wine and Hearts of Stone expansion. Like $3.99, $7.99. They're bigger than most full releases. Oh my god, what? I'll sit here all day and tell you what a masterpiece that game is. 13. Oh, but go and get it on GOG or GOG, however you want to pronounce it, because that's CD Projekt Red's own distribution service. Get it on there. That's where I've got it. Yeah, look at that Witcher 2, Assassin's King, £2.24, another amazing game. £1.04 for the original Witcher. Come on. Amazing. I know it's kind of old now, but still a fantastic game. So is number 2. Oh, get the whole series. Support CD Projekt. They're awesome. What else have we got in here? Let's usually have like games for like. Usually you can see like games, for under a $5, and so how to see Turok. Turok 2. And the first. When did they come on Steam? Oh man, Turok 2 Seeds of Evil. I remember I had that on N64. I think I played the original Turok at a friend's house. Yeah, Turok Dinosaur Hunter, wasn't it that? And I got this for myself. And to persuade my mum to buy it for me. Because it was like a 15 or an 18, I was only a little kid. And I liked it, but I never had a fucking clue what we're doing in the levels. I never knew where to go or what to do. So I just used to put cheats in to unlock all the weapons. I remember there's one you could like suck the enemy's brains out their head, and I loved it. I just love the violence of it, really. Yeah, look at that. Overwhelmingly positive. It's good to see those on there. Far Cry Mixed? Far Cry 5 is a solid game. Why is that at Mixed? And it's not a bad port at all. I've been running it at 4K. What's everyone whinging about? And I'm not a fan of Ubisoft. I've always been very critical of Ubisoft for some years now. But Far Cry 5 is a solid game. Everyone's whinging about it. It's a good game. I don't know what they're crying about. No, but the first one to tell you if a game's shit, you know what I mean? Oh, there we go. Games for under £4. Let's see what we got. Let's grab some real bargains. Oh, Portal 2, £1.54. Papers, Please. That's an interesting game. Stalker. Yeah, I've got the whole series, but they're definitely. There's another Stalker coming out, isn't there? Got announced a little while back. I think most of the team went on to create a Metro. Like a spiritual successor, but there is, I think, an actual Stalker game coming out. Won't be for a long time though. What else have we got? Oh, of course, look at the 71p for the original Half-Life. 71p for Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2. Two of, well, not just the greatest FPS games, but the greatest games of all time in general. You know what I mean? Just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'm guessing they'll have episode 1 and 2 on there as well. Obviously, we'll never see Half-Life 3 on here, will we? Let's not. Oh, look at that Hotline Miami, £1.74. Right. I mean, I've never been a fan of indie games. They just don't really interest me that much. Nothing against them. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of creativity with the old indies, but Hotline Miami 1 and 2 are just something a little bit special. They are amazing. They're actually two of my all-time favourite games. I love the stories. I love the aesthetics of it. Just, you know, the gameplay and the music. Oh my god, it's like some of the best video game music you're ever gonna hear. It's wow. If you've never played Hotline Miami 1 and 2, do yourself a favour. Play those games. Get them now in the Steam sale. £1.74. I'm sure Hotline Miami 2 somewhere. But outstanding games. Oh, bloody hell, Quake. Takes it back 99p. The guy, what did I have? Quake. Was that an N64? Or was it called Quake 64? Because Nintendo had that obsession with adding 64 on the end of everything. Same with the Super Nintendo, but Super on everything. What have we got? Well, I made the one purchase so far, haven't I? I've got most of the games, to be honest with you. The fuck is that? Pony Island? Jesus. Sounds interesting. There's a lot of weird games I've never even heard of on here. Pac-Man Champion Edition. Good old Pac-Man. Total Annihilation. Is that the old strategy game? Yeah, 1997. Did I ever play this? I don't think I never owned it, but I think I might have played it at a friend's house. Overwhelmingly positive. Interesting. I wonder if any of the Star Wars games are on sale. They usually aren't they? I mean, I've got most of them. Oh, we got so many great Star Wars games, and I'm never been a fan of the films. Do you know what I mean? They just don't really do anything for me, to be honest with you. But I get the appeal. I get the appeal of Star Wars. I get why people go mental for it, but despite that, goddamn, I've loved the games over the years. You know, with LucasArts. Oh, it was so good. And then EA got the license. Of all the fucking companies to get the Star Wars license, EA. God damn it, Disney. What were you thinking? But I mean, look, the original Battlefront 1 and 2, Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, Jedi Knight Academy, Republic Commando, Dark Forces, the X-Wings, Rogue Squadron. They were so good. So good. And we'll never see good Star Wars games again now, whilst EA has the license. Fucking hell. Depressing. Speaking of EA, let's not talk about Command & Conquer. Still hurts. Still hurts. Oh, Mafia. Are they all in there? Not just the original Mafia. Hang on a minute. This wasn't on Steam before, was it? When was this added? Yeah, this wasn't on Steam. I had to get it elsewhere. When I did my walkthrough of it, Mafia 2 was on here, but I'm pretty sure the original Mafia was not on because I remember looking for it. Let's have a look. Mafia. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. No, yeah, I've just got Mafia 2 and 3. Oh, that's cool. The original Mafia's been added. Is it a good port though? Let's have a look for it. Because I might actually get it. Add it to the collection. Mafia 3, I mean, it's a fantastic story, but, I mean, a really good story, but not too great, was it? In the gameplay department, very repetitive. It's really the story that saved it, to be honest with you. £5.35, yeah, let's get it. Add it to the collection, cracking game. Still all these years later. Alright, very cool. We got Mafia. I wasn't expecting to be able to add that to my collection. Oh, we got some noisy kids outside. What they do? Oh, it's a Saturday in there, that's why. So I've just got home from work. Final Fantasy 15. It's a good game. Do you know what I mean? The story's a mess. It switched directors, didn't it? It's all over the place. But I thought it was a solid game. A bit of a return to form for Final Fantasy because I was never really carried away with, you know, the 13 trilogy. Well, I flat out did not like Lightning Returns, didn't even get that far in it. But, you know, it is good, but it's not one you remember, is it? Do you know what I mean? People will still be talking about, I mean, I've already forgotten about it mostly, but, you know, we talk about Final Fantasy 4 and 6 and 7 and, you know, 9 for me and you know, 10. Everyone remembers them. They stand out games, but, you know, that's one we won't be talking about down the line. Metal Gear Solid 5, the definitive experience. I like the game, I do, but it pains me to say, but it's probably the most disappointing game I've ever played in my entire life. Because fuck Konami. Fuck Konami, you dirty bastards. Death Stranding now, that's what it's all about. Bus Simulator. Why would you wanna buy a game where you drive a bus? How can it be fun? I don't understand. I just don't understand why you want to play that, I really don't. Farming Simulator, I mean, that's gonna be more interesting than Bus Simulator. Jesus. Age of Empires 3 there. Gladiator Sword Revenge, is that the same game that were on PS2? Yeah, I've got that game. I didn't know this came out on PC. Why did that sneak on? Yeah, I remember this one. Rome. Shadow of Rome. That's the one you want. House Flipper. Is that like literally flipping houses? As in, you know, doing them up and selling them. Not flipping a house upside down. That looks strangely fun. I'm not gonna get it, but oh, Hidden and Dangerous. God, I played those games for ages. Have they got the original? Hidden and Dangerous. Oh, I loved those back in the day. They were hard. Really hard, but they were fun. Is that the original? Or is it just the second? Is that Hidden Dangerous Action Pack? Yeah, that's the original, isn't it? Is it just like the original with some expansions? Yeah, it's not some sort of DLC, is it? Yeah, that's the original, isn't it? £1.54. I think I'm gonna have to get it. Ah, there we go. So it's the third purchase. After that, it'll be fun revisiting that for the first time in years. The fuck is that? Guts and Glory? That's one of those shy games that you see YouTubers playing with the annoying face cams. I can't stand that shit. I really can't. Fractured Butthole there, 16 quid. Not bad. So have they got any of the Lego games? I just typed in Lego games. I didn't mean Lego games, it was just Lego. Lego Jurassic World. Lego Lord of the Rings. They did a lot of Lego games, didn't they? Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. I forgot how many Lego games they did. Lego for everything, didn't they? They're actually quite fun, to be honest with you, Lego games. I got Star Wars one. Harry Potter. I think I might get that, Lego Lord of the Rings. That could be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. Okay then, so that's 4 games. What else did they have Lego games wise? Damn it, Steam! Find my games. Lego Incredibles. When did that come out? Wait, that's not out. No, it's not out, it's coming out. Okay, so how has it got reviews then? It's coming out 13th of July. New Incredibles 2 came out, didn't it? I'll watch that at some point. That was fun. What is it? Lego City Undercover. I enjoyed that on the Wii U. It was a fun game. Lego Star Wars Force Awakens. The Lego Movie. I've not actually seen the Lego Movie. Keeps fucking up this. Come on, Steam, work with me here. What Lego Batman? That could be fun. Yeah, I'll get that. Another £3.74 Lego Batman. That could be fun. Good reviews. Alright, so yeah, that's going to do it. Bloody hell, this video's been over half an hour long. Wow, that went quick. So what did I get? I got Tales of Symphonia, didn't I? Just got 2 Lego games, Lego Batman and Lego Lord of the Rings. The original Mafia. And... did I get something else? Did I get something else? Was it just 4 I got? Oh, I forgot already. I think that was all of it. Oh, and I got that Hidden Dangerous game, didn't I? So yeah, that was all of them. So yeah, I think that's going to do me for the summer sale. So not too much damage to my bank account there, I don't think. But yeah, happy to add Mafia in there. That's for sure. Still my favourite purchase, I reckon. So yeah, that'll do me for the summer sale. Maybe I'll actually come back on and find something else another time. But yeah, I'm happy with that. So yeah, that'll do it for this one. So you know, thanks for watching, especially if you managed to stay all the way through it. Could have been too interesting. Apologise for that, but yeah, I'll see you later, guys.